Hi guys, welcome back to a new video, and we're going to be checking out Town to City. This is one of these games that I play a lot in my free time, and I thought that I might start making some long play videos on this. I am a graduate student, so the more edited Planet Zoo videos, they will still be coming, but I am kind of short on time because of graduate school. But I figured I could make some cute, cozy little videos of just me playing and decorating in this game. So we are going to start a new game and let's get into it. All right. So let's do the quick tutorial that was due. The game wants us to build 3 houses and then connect the houses to the station with a road. So I have played my fair bit of this game, so I do know my way around a bit. And yeah, so at the time of recording, the terraforming update is set to come out sometime this month, which means I can get rid of this a lot of people base their towns around this lake, and I've done that a couple of times, but I really just want to get rid of it so I can make like a big plaza and I don't know. We're gonna do something with it. Okay. So I am going to choose the brick road for my main roads. And let's do size 5 for this initial straight. And we're gonna bring it straight out like this. All right. And then, what way do I want to go? I think I want to try to make my way up to this plateau up here, because I haven't really built much in my last playthroughs on my own up there. Usually I go this way first. So maybe for a change of pace, we'll go that way. So let's change this down to a size 3 because I enjoy small roads. And we're gonna bring this straight across. And if you didn't know, if you hold control, it'll bring you to some like set angles. So I'm gonna bring this straight across from a 90 from the original road. And then I am going to clean this up slightly. Beautiful. And then let's see. Let's get it. Okay. So usually I don't like to start building right by the station because I'm not sure what it's going to look like yet. So let's start building our path going up there. Or do we want to leave that for a sec? Okay. Let's do a little angle here. And then we'll continue the angle this way. And then we're going to send the road up. And then we're going to send it the other way so that it's following the topography. Right. Okay. And if you didn't know how I did that, I'm using the line tool, and I'm grabbing it, and then I'm hitting C or V to change the angle of it. And then you could hold control to make it straight, but at different set angles. Just get rid of that. Okay. Let's see. So I think our first little section can go in here. So if this is our main road, we can do one through road, and then the rest of it is probably going to be dirt roads. Let's see. Okay, let's take from here, and I'm going to curve it just a tad. Looks good. And then we're going to send this across straight, and another bit. Okay. So this is our first major intersection here. So I might just mark it, and we'll put a tree in the middle here in a bit. Yeah, okay. So let's see. First couple houses. So we want 3 houses, and it's probably going to yell at me for being too far from the station. I tend to do that. No, it's actually okay. Okay, let's see. What if we make a little road coming off of there, and then we can take our houses. Oh, ow! Why do you always get mad at me for that? Needs to calm down. Okay, let's maybe, if you're gonna be annoying about it, here. Is that close enough to the station for you? Beautiful. So we did yellow house. Let's do a white house, and then another yellow. And then the tutorial is happy with me. I will be moving those in a sec. Okay. So now the train comes in, and we're gonna get our first people. The first family has arrived. Click on their icon and give them a home. Alright, so then we're just gonna stick these guys in there, and then we click on it. Okay, we can see what they need. They need food. Hungry little guys. Market stalls. Okay. This is the part that is always so hard for me, because I never know where I want to put a little market. Honestly, What if it went like here? Okay. What if we did a little area off the side of the road here? Let's make it just a little bit bigger and a little bit of an interesting natural shape. Okay. Now we're just gonna stick these in here. There are gonna be more. We'll move them around. Right. Those are built. Now we click on them. And we add a worker. And now we need a warehouse. And the warehouse, I also never know where to put. It's probably, at least for now, you know, I would love to just like shove it back here, but there's a rock. And that is always really annoying to me. Let's get... For now, let's just kind of shove it... Just shove it in here. I just hit R and B to get it to not snap to the path so that I can move it wherever. And also, if you hit Z and X, it'll move to points on the compass, just kind of like the paths did. And it's easier to line up buildings later. Get some people in these houses. Okay. Now we're gonna add a worker in here. Transport. Transport cost is covered. Now we hit next. Look on the house. Beautiful. Oh, now we get to decorate. Okay. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to move these off of the path a little bit. I'm gonna just snap them to the compass. And then that way I know for sure they're lined up. And then 2. That's not lined up. Okay. Works for me. All right. Let's get some little pieces of the path up to the houses. Okay. And then we need to just decorate them a bit for now to make the tutorial happy. Let's see. Well, I think that this entire thing is going to be a yard. And for the safety of the little creatures that we call children, we're going to put a tall fence, if it's going to allow me. It's not. Okay. Please hold. While I meticulously send this past the building. There. I think. Yeah. Okay. Tall fence to keep these small children safe. And then let's do tall fence again. Just add on to this. And we're going to send this across like so. Okay. Cute. And then for these houses, there really isn't like a ton of room between them to get to their backyard area. So we are just going to have an entrance over here. So this is their outdoor area, and then also just like a community outdoor area probably. Can I move this closer, please? Thank you. And then do the same thing. And then we're just gonna kind of make this meet the building. Get this closer. All right. Beautiful. So that's enough decoration points for now on the house. Obviously this is not done, but I have unlocked actually nothing right now. So let's get a little bit of decoration on the warehouse. We're going to send a little fence like this. Okay. And then for warehouse, they probably have some sort of little yard. So we're gonna give them that, which I don't have any of the crates or tables or anything that I would put in a warehouse yard unlocked yet. So this is probably going to remain blank for a while. Honestly, that's okay, because I don't even know if this is gonna stay right here, but it might. Let's clean up the edges. Okay. Beautiful. And then we need some more decoration points on it. Let's get some benches outside of it, maybe? For now. And then we can get we're gonna get a fence going this way. Just to enclose this little market a little bit more. Cute. Okay. And then get a couple of flowers. Let's do the multicolored flowers. Okay. Let's get a thing of white flowers right there. Okay. Flowers there. Cute. And then I suppose we can get another bench. Okay. That's enough points. Let's go next. Happiness breakdown. We're doing okay. Okay. So now it wants us to build more houses. Okay. Let's get some more houses. Let's do another white one. Oh, another white one, please. And this is going to be slightly off from the other ones. Let's get maybe orange. And then we'll get a yellow. And obviously we need to line these up once they build. I'm gonna hit the move. Oh, I did a pretty good job of that to start. Let's get this. I'd say that's pretty lined up. It's kind of hard to line them up perfectly when they're on an angle like that. Okay, this one needs to come in. Just... Okay. That's pretty good. Now we'll get little bits of dirt. What do you mean? Why? I don't believe you. Beautiful. It's like it's right there. Okay. Let's get some families moved in, and we'll hit next. We'll hit next. Okay, research center. Because obviously we don't own, like, anything. Let's figure out if all of this is going to be houses for now. Let's put... Well, it makes sense to have it more up on a hill. So, oh, I guess it's going there. I did not mean to click yet. Oops. Let's increase this road a bit. And then we're going to freeform. Let's grab a 2. We're just gonna add a little dirt path up to it. Maybe we'll paint the ground around it. Just a tad. Since I don't own many decorations right now, this is what we're gonna do. Okay. Beautiful. Add a worker. We're gonna add a couple because I'm impatient with research points. Okay. Now we look at the research menu and we can get a fish stall. Wow. Beautiful. Okay, so now this is the part that takes me absolutely forever because it wants 50 people. And that's just... that's so many people. Okay. Right. Okay, we have a house for that. And now, let's grab the decorate buildings. Because now we can decorate those guys. Why do I keep accidentally clicking on things while I'm thinking about it before I decorate? Let's get this new fish stall in here. Because it'll make people happy and it'll give them some jobs to do. Beautiful. Okay. Cutie. Okay. Now, we're going to spruce up these homes a little bit. And if you've never played this game before, this is so cool, right? So this is a street lamp here. And if you hover it over the wall, it becomes a lantern. And if you hover it over the door or over a window, it's like a full light over the door. So each house is so customizable. And with the potted plants, this color is fine. So on the ground, it's like this in a little pot. You can put it under the window like this. You can put it on the side like that, or it can hang like that. And there's just so much that you can do with this stuff. And I love all of it. Okay. And then you can even put benches on the balconies. Might put a little bench, a little seat right there. Cute. Okay. And then maybe let's get, yeah, okay. And that's one house. Let's get this next one going. Just, maybe this guy has 2 lanterns. And they like purple flowers. Beautiful. And then, for now, they don't have anything on their balcony. Okay. What color shall you get? Let's give you red. And then you need some lights. Let's do that. And then let's do that. Cute. Okay. And then where did that other bed? Okay, it's to the side. So we can do a little bench like that. And maybe you have 2 benches. Beautiful. Okay, let's get this guy going. You can have these flowers. Beautiful. Let's grab maybe this bench. Nice. There's very limited options at the very beginning, so a lot of these houses feel honestly kind of samey at the beginning, but honestly, it's okay. Let's get you a bench. Maybe you just really like white flowers. Yeah. And then you need some lights. Cute. Okay. And last one for now. Maybe red. Okay. Red, and then let's get some red and pink. And a little bench. Maybe just one bench. Cute. Okay. So now those are decorated, and we've built up some research points while we were doing that. Let's get... which ones do I want first? Maybe these. I think I want some small. Let's get some bushes going. And usually with the trees and bushes, I like to randomize when I'm placing them. I just hit this little randomize button. That way I'm not thinking too much about them. I do tend to... There, let's do that. I do tend to do like flowers that work together well on the houses, because that makes me happy. But with this landscaping, this more natural sort of look, it doesn't need to be perfect. So, and honestly, randomization makes it look more natural and more like it's meant to be there. So we'll just do some more bushes, and we'll add trees in a second, and probably some flowers too, because by the time I am done with this, I should have enough research points to get some flowers. Maybe you get a bench. Maybe you have lots of friends. You get 2 benches. Another. Beautiful. Cute. Okay. Let's get some big bushes around the corner, since there's more space over here. Some little bushes. Just some little guys. Some little ones. Maybe you... No. Just one. Okay. That's enough for these. Okay. So now, add some flowers around. Do I want that randomized? Probably not. Make the colors fit. We'll do patches of flowers that are of the same color combination. Okay. And then that patch of flowers can like come around here a little bit. Okay. And then let's do another set. Maybe there's some purple flowers that lives over here. On the edge. Beautiful. And then we'll get maybe some yellow just here. A little patch. And a bush. Maybe 2 bush. Maybe 3 bush. Okay. And then let's get... What tree do I want? That's cute there. And then we can get another small tree there. And then a little tree there. Okay. Can I fit one? Okay, so the next one is gonna go there, and it's gonna have to be a medium tree. I'm gonna do this one. I like this one. Okay. Beautiful. And then we'll stick some small trees to cover up the side of the building there. Okay. Let's get some more little guys over here. And then we're gonna get a bigger guy, which is still a medium, right there. Okay. And then let's another tree for the edge here. Another one that can go right here. And then can I fit small guys? I can. Let's pick a different one for right there. Beautiful. That really covers up the train tracks back here. Another one. Another one. And perhaps one more there. Cute. Okay. That's beautiful. So, that I'm gonna call done for now. Yeah. Gorgeous. Okay. And then let's do some decorating in here. What do I want back here? Let's put a well, maybe. Yeah, I want the brown well. And then it's going to be kind of in the back here. And then we're going to get a little dot of path there. They don't actually need this path to like get to it. This is purely for aesthetics. Let's get some little dirt to kind of feather the path in. And then we can get some patches of dark grass just to, I guess, decorate this rock that I can't move. I really wish I could move it. Like, even if I can't delete it yet, can I just, like, move it to the other side of the map? Because right now it's in my backyard. And that's really annoying to me. Okay. We'll get a single light back here. And then back this way, I think this is all going to be some nature. Because there's a rock that I can't move. Can you tell I'm annoyed about this rock? Okay. And we'll get another tree back here, and then maybe let's get another... What's the other big tree I used? Not these, so I can use that. Okay. And then we'll get some bushes. We're gonna randomize the bushes because truthfully I don't care enough about the bushes to pick them individually. And then we're just gonna make this overgrown. Some small bushes in here. Where can I put them? I wish I could turn off collision in spots like this. Because truthfully, I don't really care where the bushes go. And they should be able to live underneath the trees more than they're allowed to by the game. Okay, let's add some flowers. Here we got, what type of flowers do I have up there? Not these ones, so we can do these. Okay. Beautiful, we'll do. Can I fit another back here? Boo. Another one? Can I, fit some more over here. Okay. And then we'll just kind of border the path a little. And we're not gonna do really any like big trees over here. We can probably shove a small tree and then maybe one more small tree there. Okay. And then this is prime real estate for some little benches. This is like on Survivor when they like go to the water well and then talk strategy. So you're getting water, but then you also have to sit down and you're like, oh my god. Claire is just awful person. She needs to be taken out. That's what's happening over here. I've decided. And then because people are talking strategy, this is a little worn down. Because lots of people are talking strategy. That's canon. That's what's happening there. Okay. And then maybe some sunflowers. Yeah. Cutie. Okay. Honestly, I think that area's done. And when I can move the rock shall be moved. Oh, yes, I know. Okay. Let's do these two stalls. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Now this is the part where I'm really happy with this one little area. And now I am tired. Okay. And it needs 50 people. I like moving slower, but I can't unlock like any of the cool stuff. Which like this stuff isn't even like that cool. It's like this. And then once you get the artisan houses, it's like, yeah. And then you get all of these decorations. And then my favorite building, which is the clockmaker. Ugh. But I have to increase population. I don't like increasing population. It's so much work. And the buildings are boring. Okay. Can I fit other stalls? Can I make another like little market area? Should I leave this one be? Do a little right next to the warehouse? In my mind, the warehouse is like dirty, so it needs to be covered up. Which is like kind of awful. Maybe for now we'll give it a light, and then we'll give it a light there, and then we can make it a little less dirty. Let's put some sunflowers in the front. Yeah. Maybe more sunflowers over here. Okay. Line that up. And can I fit one in here? Ah! Scooching. And then can I shove this in? Okay. This warehouse, the manager is like sunflower extraordinaire. I have decided that is canon now. Okay. Can I add some yellow flowers along here? Yeah. Whoa. Okay, that's kind of sick. Warehouse. We might actually be able to keep it out in the open. A little. Okay, that's pretty good. Is there anything else? Can I shove this? What if the manager is growing some ferns on the side of the building? And then they are growing some more ferns back there. Okay. Okay. We're on to something. And then, because this is like going to be the little work yard, the manager has good taste. So they're like, we're gonna plant some cypress trees to cover up what's happening over here. Because nobody should have to see the work yard, but they can see the pretty flowers from this way. Okay. Yeah. I think that's pretty good for now. Then we'll put more buildings next to it. Okay. Now, I was thinking about houses over here. Okay. Let's get some in. Because we need to increase population. And then... Okay. Let's see. So I think their homes are going to be... Okay. So we are gonna have like a side yard business. I think. Oh my goodness. I think too hard. I think too hard. Let's get white. And then let's put this... What if we rotate them slightly? Is that gonna bother me? No, they need to be like that. And then we'll get another white one. And then there's this rock. Which just is driving me a little nuts. Okay. What do you mean? I don't believe you. Okay. Can I get you in line with this one? Thank you. Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this backspace. Okay. Well, I know what I'm gonna do with this guy. So this guy is gonna be the resident. This, yeah. He's gonna be the resident grumpy old man. So everybody else shares their outdoor areas. Which maybe he did when he was younger. But currently, no. Currently, his outdoor area is his. And nobody's gonna get in it. So he put up a fence and was like, this is mine. And to the children, he yells, get off my lawn. That's canon. Okay. And then we bring the fence over like this. Real closed off. Okay. Yeah. So this is his yard. Get off my lawn is this guy. So we're gonna some cypress trees around here. A little bit of privacy for Mr. Get Off My Lawn. And some bushes. Make it look a bit more manicured in a way. And Get Off My Lawn feels very like red, angry to me. So we're gonna give him red. And then, ooh, and then he needs, he needs a bench to watch for people that are getting on his lawn. And he needs lots of lights to keep an eye on people. Just in case. And then another one back here. And then this is his... Ooh, okay, wait. He's facing that way. So he's left one cypress tree out so that he can watch all of these people and like grumble about it. Because he doesn't share the same feelings about it. Okay, yeah. Grumble. And then that spot, extremely worn down because he sits there all the time. Yeah. And then we're gonna give him an extremely worn down path. Because he does this literally all the time. This is how he finds joy, in a way. Yeah, okay. Give him more red flowers, because grumble, and he's sitting over here in like a cloud of his own just awfulness, but also sadness. Because what if he's mad that other people have good lives and he doesn't? So this is why he sits over here. But he's actually sad deep down, but he hides it behind his grumble. We'll give him a little light so that he can watch at all times. Maybe he has some actual like growing flowers. Yeah, okay. And this is why he's like, get off my lawn, because he cultivates flowers. And he really, really likes his flowers. Okay, beautiful. And now we can put another little tree there. Okay, yeah. So he's gonna watch the market and be all upset. And he's gonna watch the kids play. I'm gonna put a playground here. And he's gonna be mad about them having fun. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Let's put a... maybe a medium tree. Sometimes those big trees are, well, big. A little too big. Let's put my favorite medium tree there. Okay. And then we'll get a small tree or two. Yeah. And then we'll get some bushes. Remember to randomize, because I wasn't. Get some small bushes. Okay. Another small bush. And then a couple more red flowers in here. Red. Red flowers. Okay. All right. Beautiful. Okay. The house for Mr. Get Off My Lawn is ready. And yes, we are putting a whole family in there, but let's just pretend that this is the house of the people that live here are giving grumble grumble. They're giving Get Off My Lawn. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay. Let's move some people in. Oh, they have a child. That's huge. Because now we're gonna put a little playground. Yeah. Okay. So these people, they live next to like a community playground. So we're gonna put an arch there. And then we're going to kind of fence this in for the children's safety. And the difference about this house is that their front yard is like tiny. Like their little private area is small because they spend all of their time in the community area back here. Do I have hedges yet? Oh. Why not? Boo. Okay. I guess I'll... God. Hold on. Let me meticulously get this in here. Come on, bro. Maybe just a little more. There. I had to do it again. Again, okay. So I don't have to do anything in this game. I just simply feel as though you would put a little fence back here. Because if this is like a playground for children, you kind of want your children to be enclosed in the safe space. So it would be kind of unfortunate if they could get out. Okay. Not safe enough. Okay. Alright. Now, first things first, let's put some dark grass in here. Just green and lush. Yeah. Okay. And then we're going to put a slide. And the slide is gonna be like, let's say here. Do I have hopscotch yet? Oh, I don't have hopscotch? I can't even get hopscotch because I don't have enough population. Okay. Now, slide. And then let's light up the slide area. And then there's lots of children who use the slide. So the slide is going to be worn down. Maybe it's real worn down. And then let's get a tiny little path that snakes through here, kind of hits the slide. And then kind of feather that out a little bit. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Feather that out. Okay. And then let's get some park benches. Bench here for the mothers that are super worried about their children going to the slide. Another bench here. And then we're gonna have a bench. Perhaps some benches here. The parents that are less worried about their children dying on the slide. Let's get some pretty little flowers. We'll get some happy yellow because these people are happy. Yeah, okay. And then we'll get... Okay, so we cannot block this line of sight because Grumble Grumble needs to be able to see the slide. We can. Let's put one small tree and two small tree. Yeah, so that no weird people from the marketplace can see the children on the slide. And then we can get my favorite medium tree. Shove that there. And then we're gonna get some bushes. Because again, we cannot block Mr. Grumble Grumble from being all sad because he's watching the children on the slide. Okay. Cute. Now, let's get some fun flowers in here. Yeah, okay. Just a couple. Because I feel as though the children would be plucking these flowers and there wouldn't really be many left. Don't mind the child on the Grumble Grumble. He'll get to it soon. He'll yell, "Get off my lawn," and the children will be gone. Don't worry. He will not stand for it. He's just a little slow these days. He'll figure it out. Let's get another medium tree. And then my favorite medium tree. Perhaps a little one there. Maybe we can keep this view open. Yeah. Get some bushes. Bushes. More bushes. Are you tired of bushes yet? I'm not tired of bushes. Well, maybe just a little. That's good. Let's grab just a couple more flowers. Okay. Beautiful. I think that's gorgeous. Okay. Oh, shoot. I didn't decorate the front of this house. Okay, hold on. Let me get maybe some... that's kind of shady for some sunflowers. Let's just grab some bushes. Okay, beautiful. Now, bench. That's too many benches. Okay. And then let's get a lamppost, another light, and another light. And then you guys, I think, are gonna like purple because I like purple. Cute. Okay. And then let's get one of my favorites. One of these. And then one of those. Okay. Something could go here. Purple flower! Yeah, like on the entrance? Isn't that cute? Okay. Lots of purple. Now, I believe this area is done once I feather a bit of dirt around here. Because otherwise that's going to bother me because I did it on the other side. Okay. Does this be all? Just add a little bit over here too. Okay. Gorgeous! Ah. Alright, so I am looking at my recording, and I've been recording for about an hour, so I think this might be a good place to stop for now. I know that we literally only have 24 people, but I think this is really cute. It's a really cute neighborhood, and yeah, I'm quite happy with it, honestly. So, yeah. Thank you for watching episode 1 of this long play series. I actually really enjoyed doing this, so there should be more episodes of this, and obviously stay tuned for this, and also there will be more Planet Zoo coming at some point. If you made it this far, thank you. Perhaps like the video, maybe put a comment for some lore for some people that live here. I mean, we've already got Mr. Grumble Grumble, and then we've got the family over here. And yeah, I think we need some more lore. Oh, and the manager over here likes sunflowers. That's right, that's right. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna stop stalling, but thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.